Good morning, children. Stay safely at home. Be fit and fine. So, I was discussing the first chapter and moment of force I have discussed earlier. Okay. So, you are having the idea of all the points related with the moment of force. I hope you can remember. Now, in our day-to-day life, you know that everywhere we use the concepts of physics. So, today I will discuss where the practical examples where we use the concept of moment of force. The most common example is opening or shutting a door. Alright? You know that it is easy while opening or shutting the door. What you are doing actually, just try to understand. This is the hinge, means where the door is fixed, and then this is the fixed one, means this is the axis of rotation. Alright. Now generally we open or shut the door by holding at the other end. Alright. So when you are applying the force tangentially here, then you see what will be the moment of the force. It will be F into D. Means if you apply the force here, then you see this is D. Okay, momentum. That perpendicular distance of the line of action of force from the axis of rotation. The short term we use is momentum. So you see, in this case, when you are holding the door at the other end and you are applying the force, then you see the momentum is maximum. Is that clear? So you see, when you are opening and shutting the door, a moment of force need to apply in order to rotate it along this axis of rotation. Alright. Now you need a fixed amount of moment of force to move the door, to rotate the door about this axis of rotation. Now this is our common experience that if we hold the door at the edge, then it becomes easy for us to open or shut the door. But if you hold the door at the middle or anywhere near the axis of rotation, then it becomes difficult to rotate the door. Alright. So, why it is happening? You see, if you are holding the door here, then you see D is decreasing. So, when D will decrease, what will happen to F? F will increase in order to create the constant turning effect. Alright. So that's why it is easy to rotate a door or to open or shut the door, holding the door at the edge, at the other end of the door. Alright. Now if the question, whenever practical examples of moment of force will come in the exam, then the first point is you have to write the expression for moment of force. So you see here I have written symbolically, but you have to write it in sentence. So this is the first point examiner want. Then you see secondly what you have to mention, that if you hold the door at the edge, then what happens? D becomes maximum. That will be the second point. I am verbally saying, I am not writing on the whiteboard, because those who are having the habit of just noting down whatever written on the whiteboard and they think that their work is over for them, this googly, that I will not write anything now on the whiteboard. You will listen to the lecture and you will write it yourself. Okay, so the first point, as I said, for all the practical example of moment of force, this is the first point. Examiner wants it, that what is the expression for moment of force. So you have written that. Secondly, you have to mention that when you are holding the door at the edge, then D becomes maximum. That is the second point. Then third point, as D becomes maximum, force will be minimum. So applying minimum force, one can open or shut the door. One can rotate the door. Alright. But then next point, if the question comes that if you hold it in the middle, then why it is difficult? If you hold the door in the middle, then D decreases. So as D decreases, what will happen? The next point, F will increase. So to open or shut the door, greater amount of force to be applied. Alright, this is the reason. So, I have discussed the reason also and how to write point wise. I have not written on the whiteboard, but verbally I have said, so you must note it down. Then, the second example. Second example is if you consider the hand flour grinder. Alright, if your original home is at village, then easily you can say this device. That you will see that there are two heavy, this kind of circular disc. And the upper disc, the lower disc is fixed. This is the lower disc. The upper disc is movable about this point. So this is the point of rotation, or if you assume an axis perpendicular to it, then this can rotate about this axis of rotation. Now, in the grinder, you will see that a hole is there near the circular edge of the upper disc, and there is a rod, and you have to insert the rod within the hole and then you just turn it. This is the way the hand grinder works. Now the question is, why the hole is provided at the circular edge or near the circular edge? Why not near the center? So you see, again the same answer. When you are turning the disc, you need to apply moment of force. First point. Second point, moment of force is given by force applied into momentum. Alright. Third point, if the hole or if the rod is set near the circumference, then D increases. Third point, if D increases, then force to be applied becomes less. So, one can rotate the grinder by applying less amount of force, which is easy to do. Alright, so you see the answer for the board exam, when you will write the same trick, means you have to mention the expression for moment of force. Then for that particular example, what is happening to D, you write down in the second point. In the third point, you write down by doing so, what will happen to F. That's it. Alright, so this is the way you can handle any example related with moment of force. Okay, I am going to the third example. Third example is whenever you turn a wheel, alright, you will see that we apply the force at the circumference. Alright, yes, sometimes you will see that when somebody drive the car, sometimes they hold here also, but always it is preferable that you turn the wheel by applying the force tangential to the circumference, tangential to the wheel. So you see, when you are applying the force tangentially, then what is happening? The momentum, it is becoming maximum. So when the momentum is maximum, then what will happen? The force to be applied will become minimum. So by applying less force, one can turn the wheel. This is the reason that why we apply the force tangentially at the rim of the wheel. This is the cause. So what is the cause? To turn the wheel, moment of force needed. Moment of force is F into D. When the force is applied at the rim, then D becomes maximum. So less amount of force needed to apply to turn the wheel. This is the third example. Then fourth example is you will see that in a bicycle, generally there are two wheels. The front one is a smaller in size and the rear wheel, it is a bigger in size. And where you apply the force in the pedal and where the pedal is connected, it is always connected to the bigger wheel. Why it is connected to bigger wheel? Again the same reason, because when the wheel is bigger, then D increases. So when you are applying the force, then what is happening? When you are applying the force in the pedal, then D increases. As D increases, F will decrease. So by applying less amount of force, one can ride the bicycle. That is the reason that why the foot pedal is connected to the bigger wheel. Alright, and the pedal, you know that it is connected here. So you are applying the force actually here. So when you are applying the force here, then you see D is maximum. So when D is maximum, what will happen to the force? You need to apply a less amount of force, minimum amount of force to ride the bicycle. Then the next example is the spanner we use to make a nut or a screw tight, or you may use a spanner also to open a very tight bolt or nut. Okay, that is known as spanner, and this is the rough structure of a spanner. You will see that the spanner is always provided with a long handle. Why the long handle? Once again, the same concept you have to use. You know that spanner, what is the purpose of the spanner? To open or close a nut or a bolt. Is that clear? So what we do, we fix the nut here, then we turn it either to open or close it. Alright. So you see here, when you are turning, you need to apply moment of force. Is that clear? And you see, what is the axis of rotation or point of rotation? The center of the nut. So if the handle of the spanner is made long, then you see you are applying the force here. You are applying the force here. So when you are applying the force at the other end of the long handle of the spanner, then D becomes maximum. D increases. So what will happen? You need to apply less amount of force to use the spanner. So you see, almost the same answer only we are writing, but every time we are changing the name of the device we have used. But the concept is same. The first point, tau is equal to F into D. Second point, D increases. Third point, F decreases, or less amount of force need to apply. Alright. The next example is jack screw. I hope you have seen sometimes your father or the driver that they are using it to lift the vehicle, to lift the car up while changing the tire. Okay. On the way suddenly the tire bursts, then you need to change the tire. So what to do? Suppose it is the rear wheel or front wheel, whatever it is. So you need to lift the car little bit up so that you can easily take out the wheel from the car. In that case, you will see this jack screw is used. Jack screw, always a long handle is provided. So why the long handle is provided? I don't know whether you have seen it or not, because always you people now remain busy with your mobile. If papa or the driver is changing the wheel, so this is the duty of them, no? So why to bother about that, and why to see how they are doing? Okay, because that is the mentality of most of you. But if you just come down from the car and if you look at, then you will see they just fix that one, and in the nut or bolt given, the jack screw, they just fix it below the wheel. Then they apply the force at the other end of the jack screw, and slowly they rotate it and the car move up. Alright, so here again the same question. Okay, that why a long handle is provided with the jack screw. Why the long handle is provided? Because when you are taking the wheel up, then you need to apply moment of force. So when a long handle is provided, what it is doing? It is increasing the momentum. So when the momentum increases, then what happens? By applying less amount of force, one can apply the moment of force. That is the reason that why jack screw is provided with a long handle. So you see how many examples? 6 examples of moment of force I have discussed from our day-to-day life, and everywhere the device is constructed in such a manner that we can increase D, we can increase the momentum. Why? Because when momentum increases, then by applying less amount of force, one can rotate that particular device. Okay, so that is the common reason, and these are all practical examples of moment of force. So far I have discussed the turning effect of a force. You see, we have applied only one force. Alright, but if you consider some example from our life, you know that every day you are having the water when you come to school, definitely, or at home. Then also, you drink water from your water bottle, and water bottle is having a cap. So, have you observed how you give the rotation, how you hold it and how you give the rotation to your cap? This is the way. You hold it, I hope you can see. You hold it and then you turn it like this. Isn't it? To open or close. Either you turn like this or you can turn like this. So, you just look at this first finger and the thumb. When you are turning it by using the two finger, you are applying the force by the first finger towards me. Okay, in the clockwise direction. This direction. And by the thumb, you are applying the force in the opposite direction. This force is towards me and the thumb is applying the force towards you. Alright, so you see, if I draw the diagram, it means you are applying the force by the first finger, this direction, then by the thumb, you are applying the force in the opposite direction. This is the first point. Second point, when you are applying the force, is it possible to apply more force by the thumb and less force by the first finger? No, never. What we do? We apply the same amount of force. Alright, so you see, in order to rotate a body, instead of applying one force, one can apply two forces also. When you are applying, just same another example, that when you are opening the tap of water tap, any tap, you are opening it, you are closing it, then also you apply this kind of force. What is the speciality of this force? You see, these two forces are equal in magnitude. Alright, so the first point, the forces are equal. Alright, equal in magnitude. Then, second one, they are opposite in direction. They are opposite in direction. Third important point, they are opposite in direction, but they are not acting at the same point. You see, if the two forces act at the same point, they are equal and opposite, then what will happen? It will not be able to produce any rotational motion or any translational motion. So, in this case, the third point is very important. The two forces are parallel to each other. Is that clear? So, this parallel, equal in magnitude, oppositely directed two forces capable of producing rotational motion is known as couple. Again, I will not write the definition on the board. You have to listen to the lecture and you have to write it yourself. What is the definition of couple? Because it comes sometimes in exam. Direct question. Define couple and find the moment of couple. Direct question you may get in any exam, maybe in board exam or in other terminal or mock exam. So what is a couple? A pair of equal, opposite and parallel forces capable of producing rotational motion is known as couple. So 3 points you have to mention. A pair of parallel, equal and oppositely directed force. Alright, now let us find out what is the moment of a couple. Alright, so you see, whenever you apply a couple means two. Alright, but only two is not enough. They should be equal in magnitude, they should be opposite in direction, parallel. This is the fourth time I am just saying the same point so that you don't forget it. Alright, so So what is the moment of a couple? Whenever you apply the couple, you will see that around the this force or the body, it moves about the midpoint. When you are rotating the cap of the water bottle, where is the point of rotation, axis of rotation? Center of the cap. Alright, means what you see, the center of the cap, if I name it as O, it is equidistant from both the forces applied. Let us name the point where the forces is applied. So you see how you can find the moment of a couple. Couple, there are two forces. So you find out the moment of each force and then apply the concept of the vector sum. If the moment are in the same direction, then you add it. If the moment are in opposite direction, then you subtract it. Alright, so how you can find out the moment of the couple? It is moment of, let us name it like this, the force F1. Okay, otherwise how will identify it? That's why I am naming it this way, that F1 is equal to F. This is the first force and this is the second force. So moment of F1 about O, then plus moment of F2 about O. Now you apply the concept of moment. What is the moment of a force? Magnitude of the force. So F is the magnitude of the force. Then into momentum. Momentum is perpendicular distance of the force from the axis of rotation. So you see here you have applied the force at A and O is the axis of rotation. So what is the perpendicular distance? OA. Is that clear? Then it is not enough. You have to write what is the direction of this moment. So how to find out the direction of moment? Everyone listen to this trick. You just keep one finger at the axis of rotation. Then you turn the force towards the axis of rotation. So you see, if I turn the force towards the axis of rotation, it is which direction? Clockwise direction. So what is the direction of the moment? Clockwise. Got it? Now, come to the second one. What is moment of F2 about O? Magnitude of the force multiplied by distance of the force from axis of rotation, that is OB here. Then what is the direction? So direction, as I said, keep one point, keep one finger at the point of rotation and then you turn the force towards your finger. So when you are turning the force towards your finger, then you see in which direction it is? Clockwise. So write down here clockwise. So what we are observing, that both the moment they are having in the same direction. They are having same direction. So how to find their sum? Add it. But suppose, one example I am saying, you have got here anti-clockwise. What does it mean? Both the moment are in opposite direction. In that case, how to find out the result? You subtract it. Alright, so while solving the numericals, when that kind of numerical will come, then once again I will explain here. As we have got the clockwise, so simply we have to add it. So it will be F, you can take common. So OA plus OB. Then what is the direction? Clockwise. Okay, so what are you getting? You see OA into AB, OA plus OB, OA plus OB is AB. And what is the direction? Clockwise. So this AB, the distance between the two forces of a couple is known as couple arm. So you see, what is the moment of a couple? Moment of a couple is magnitude of one force multiplied by couple arm. Alright, you must remember it. So what is the moment of a couple? Moment of a couple is equal to magnitude of one force into couple arm. Alright. So by applying couple, one can also produce the rotational motion. Now the practical examples where we use the concept of couple and moment of couple. The first is the car wrench. Alright, you'll see that if you want that open any nut or bolt in the wheel of a car, then this kind of structure we use. There is a there is a hole here which you can fix it to that particular nut and bolt, and then you apply the force. Alright. Now when you are applying the force, then you see this is the way it is turned about this point. Alright. So you see here you are applying the concept of couple and moment of couple. So when you want to open it, then you fix the nut or bolt here, and then you apply the force perpendicular, apply the force at the two ends of the arm perpendicular to it. So what is happening, you just see, you can just rotate the wrench and you can open that particular nut. This is car wrench. Then we use this kind of wrench also. Alright, what is here? You see there are different groups, different holes, and you see the biggest hole is at the center. Alright, and on both the sides the small holes are there. So if you want to use this wrench, then you, depending on the size of the nut, you fix it in that particular hole, particular groove, and then you apply the force at the two ends. Okay, you just hold it like this and turn it. So what is happening, you see, by doing this, you are applying the concept of couple. You are applying a couple to open or tightening the nut or bolt, and you are using the concept of moment of couple also. Here one fantastic thing, you will observe that the biggest nut is at the center. And you go to the circumference, go to the end, not circumference, sorry, go to the end, the size of the hole decreasing. Why? Because you see, if the size of the nut is bigger, then you need to apply bigger moment of force. So if it is at the center, then you see what will happen, that by applying the less amount of force, you can open or close that one. Because the size is bigger, so you need to increase. But when it is smaller size, then as it is small in size, in that case, the moment of force needed also less. So they are not at the center. Is that clear? So this is the way, and another examples, the other examples of couple and couple, moment of couple we apply. That one already I said, when you are opening or closing the cap of any bottle, when you are opening or closing the water taps, when you are turning any key, alright, lock, key of a lock. Then also how we hold the key, you see at the two end, and then we turn like this, either to open or to close it. So in all these examples, you are not applying a single force to turn the device, rather you are applying a couple to turn the device. And you are also applying the concept of moment of couple for it. So that's all about the concept of couple and their practical examples. Thank you, children.